Yo, listen, it's your man Time.
And I'm Lepp, and this is the Time and Lepp Show.
Yeah, episode 2. Episode 1 was dope. Shout out my man Mike Wayne coming on. This time, we're going to be doing things every other week. We want you to get familiar with the fact that we are just going to be doing episodes, but we're going to keep it very dope and very interesting. We definitely really quick want to bring up our sponsor of the week. Seems to remember, yo, this shit right here, you can get it here. The Slip Wax hats. You can get everything at holymasterjays.com.
Exactly, man. Yeah, he just started doing all of the gear for Slip Wax. So, yeah, he go and cop that right there. I love that hat, so.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, he's rocking one.
Bakari invited us out randomly to a show after we did the LFOD cipher, and we came out, Slip Wax. Man seems to remember, had the whole booth. I ended up copping a hat, so I brought it today, but we're sponsoring it. So Slip Wax, I really want to say something real quick about him. Best DJ in Boston. Anyone I've ever come in contact with on stage. We've rocked shows like Ari the Rugged Man at the Palladium with him, KRS-One show down in Middle East downstairs, the Roy show. Like he's always had.
He rocked for us at Opus one time at the Rec Shop shit down in where is that, Salem?
Down in Salem, and
yeah.
that was dope.
So we've been with, Slip. We've been lucky enough to run into situations where Slip Wax is our DJ. So it's like it's definitely a privilege to be able to rap with that dude's behind you on the decks. You know what I mean? So big shout out to Slip Wax, man.
All day.
So right now, man, I think we just get right into it.
Yeah, I mean, this week, since we don't have a guest, we're going to try to keep it as interactive with the audience as we can. So we got this thing called Question of the Week that we're going to be doing, and it's always about like dope hip-hop questions that have always intrigued me. I mean, questions that I've already had conversations with my boys about, that we've been on for hours and hours about, that I just want to hear other people's takes on.
Right.
So, you want to introduce Question of the Week?
Yeah, so we're going to, right now, we're going to ask a question.
We're going to open up a live stream for the audience to kind of interact this time. So I'll drop the question right now. Ghostface Killer or Method Man?
For me, what Method Man says is just a little bit more relatable. It's easier to follow. A lot of the time not that I don't know what Ghostface is saying, but it's a lot less relatable for me personally. I think that if I would pick Method Man. That's just me. I think that, I grew up listening to Wu-Tang, but I've listened to every single one of Method's solo albums.
Right.
So it's like, and I've dug into Ghostface as well because I love Wu-Tang, but like Method just always, that style. His style is what stuck out to me.
Right.
He had a certain style to him that you didn't really see from anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Ghostface, too, is he's exactly that, too. He's got his own style, and I mean, people will live and die by saying Ghostface is the best MC in Wu-Tang, and the reason why I say Method as well, the reason why I say that is RZA had a plan where to put ODB and Method kind of in the front lines of the whole Wu-Tang thing, and maybe we just caught that reception. But dudes like my man A Period and especially my man Weapon ESP, they've studied the catalogs of Ghostface, and even like you can say the style of Method is huge compared to what we look at as Ghostface. But like I was listening to that Stretch and Bobbito shit. I always bring this documentary up, so dope. Ghostface kind of goes in on a written right after Method Man, and I'm like, Ghost got him.
There's a big difference in what I'm looking for, like someone else could be looking for something completely different, but that's just my personal opinion. That's why we ask, because like I honestly want to know why people like one or the other.
But as far as that, we'd really, really love to hear your audience's take on as to why you feel which one's better. Like I've asked ESP and he'll just go, Ghost, man. It's like, explain. All right, we're gonna move into something called Behind the Bars. Every week we usually ask a guest a little bit about one specific bar that we both like. We did it with Mike Wing in the first episode. So we're gonna try to promote the recent song that we just dropped called Wings Flex, produced by my man Illa Truth. It just got dropped off the Misadventures compilation album. It's very dope, presented by our label Mass Acre Music Group. But we got the song Wings Flexed. We're gonna play it real quick and just to pick some bars that I'm interested in what he says and then what he's interested in what I say.
So I keep my wings flexed, spring in the step for whatever life brings next. Yeah, and I keep my wings flexed, spring in the step for whatever life brings next.
All right, so usually I do understand what you're saying when you pretty much every time I know what you're saying. Okay. So I'm gonna pick. There's that one part. You're like, when we up under them beams, summoned in the beefs, slumming under seas, now we up, rummage in the street.
Yeah,
so if you just want to go a little bit into that and, you know, like what you meant by it, basically.
Yeah, I go, I'll start it just real quick. The anxiety inside of me, trying to be higher than me, height in my environment, science on me, no line, your homie. Limelight when I rhyme tight can be frightening for me, glorifying my life's work, rumor citing stories. 110 coming off the pen and the friend Lepp, like no other we humble within, but when we up under them beams, summoning the beast, slumbered on the seas, now we up, rummaging the streets. What I mean by that when I go, when the limelight, under the limelight, I have to rhyme tight, it could be frightening for me. So I'm like a humble cat myself, I'm a real human being is what I'm trying to say. Anyone in like you say, during like stage fright, no one's like I don't have stage fright anymore, but you just everyone gets nervous when they're going on stage, but you just get comfortable in that nervousness after doing it for a while. But I say I say 110 coming off that pen, like I'm a real motherfucker. And my man Lepp, like no wonder he humble within, like he's a humble cat too. But when we up under them beams, them light beams, you're summoning a beast that slumbered under seas, but now we up, rummaging the streets. And then I go into that whole Godzilla, Gorilla, the White Monster, Man Rocco, shout out Rockness Monster, and you know. But that's kind of what I'm getting at is, we can be humble, but the second we're on stage, this is what we do, and we body shit, and that's just kind of what the line means, you know.
Yeah, like obviously I like know the rhyme and everything, you know what I mean? Like I do it on stage with you, so I know the rhyme, but it's like, so, you know, even though that happens, even though we're on the same song, I'm on the same song, it doesn't necessarily mean like I knew what you were thinking when you wrote it.
I got a question, and I've always been interested on the writing style of what makes you tick. You say a word viably, and you start off and you
I was like, how does that?
You start off and you go, I keep my wings flexed, but if they make me flip
so it's
again.
It's like I keep my wings flexed, but if they make me flip again, I go back to flipping again. Oh, the irony. I grab the iron and fire, or grab the iron and try to get hired viably. Like, so, you know, like basically, you know, the hook of the song, we were like, whatever life brings next. And I was like, you know, it really could just be like that one thing that makes you really want to resort back to what you're doing. So I was like, if they make me flip again, I go back to flipping again, hustling, you know. And then I was like, oh, the irony. I grab the iron and fire, or I grab the iron, you know, and iron a clothes and go to a job interview. Like there's two, you know, the way I grew up, the way we grew up was there was two ways to get something. You know what I mean? You either went out and you got it, you know, today, or you went and got a job and got paid on Friday, you know what I mean? And like at the end of the day, you really gotta, what makes more sense.
Right.
You know, so that was when I thought of, because viably isn't even a word, really, I don't think. So like
viable.
So yeah, it's for something to be viable, you know what I mean? Like that's a real word, but it just like the way that it fit, there was no possible way I wasn't saying that word. Right. Because it just made sense.
We just released a video of Wings Flex, and it was shot all at the Royster 5-9 show where we perform live. Big huge shout out to my man Kyle Reardon, directing the whole thing. He's been following us around doing a documentary on us too, but he was there at the show on stage with us with the motion cam, and he's like, And my boy Illa Truth was like, we need to do something for Wings Flex because this is one of the singles on Misadventures. And then Illa came up with the idea of, why don't we just ask Kyle to spin something together? So if any of y'all get a sec, maybe share the video for us. If you like it,
We'll probably put the link in this video somewhere. So today's episode is brought to you by Seems to Remember. You can pick up the gear that you see in this episode right here. You see this? Bees better have my honey.
I got this Homeboy Jesus right here. It's pretty dope.
Bees better have my honey.
It's dope. And I got my ill-ass slip wax brim on here.
So you can pick up all of this gear at holymasterjays.com.
Yeah. All right, so we got a special friend, a good close friend of ours who's the producer of the week this week. One of my best friends ever, man, Dirty Dan Lewis. And he's done a lot of work with us, and I'm so stoked that we get to have him on the second episode. You can find Dirty Dan Lewis at soundcloud.com/Dirty Dan Lewis. Also, you can get him at Twitter at Dirty Dan Lewis. That's his tag. So, what happens every week, though, when we do Producer of the Week, what it is he sends whoever sends us 5 beats, and we get to pick one of them, and then we get to crack it right on the spot. We write a song. So we'll open up the folder, see what he's got this week.
This is the first beat. This beat is called Number 3. Even though it's number 1, this beat is called Number 3. Let's peep.
Let's crack it. That's good.
Woo! All right, we're gonna get into the second one. This one right here is called Sniff Town.
Sniff Town.
Woo!
Sniff Town, huh?
Let's move on to the next one here.
I like the first.
This one is called Toxic. Beat number 3. This one's called Toxic.
Dirt Dan Lewis, yo. You can get at Dirty Dan at soundcloud.com/Dirty Dan Lewis.
Ooh.
Funky. Also Twitter at Dirty Dan Lewis.
Yeah. So what they want to know and what they want to do. All right, let's get into this fourth one. This one is called Morgan.
Bars.
Ooh. Bars.
I like this at like a 90.
That's groovy. All right, we're gonna get into this fifth one. This one is called Baba Bum.
Baba Bum? Is that what it's called? Baba Bop?
Baba Bum. Fifth beat. Fifth and final beat. Get at him on soundcloud.com/Dirty Dan Lewis.
I've heard this beat before. He wanted us to do like an album off of this type shit. Like Sandstorms, that type shit. Dirty Dan.
Take over.
I've heard this one. Ba-da-da-da-da.
All right, yo. I don't know. I'm thinking. I love the first beat and the third beat. Same thing as episode 1. I'm like in 1 and 3.
I think that I might be between 1 and 5. I say let's rhyme on 3.
It's gonna be number 3.
It's gonna be number 3 today, folks.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we're gonna rhyme on number 3. This beat is called "Toxic" by Dirty Dan Lewis, and you can get at him at soundcloud.com/Dirty Dan Lewis, and on Twitter at Dirty Dan Lewis.
Yes.
And so right now we're gonna get the pad and pen out.
Let's get it cracking, man.
What is this segment called?
It's called setting it off, letting it off.
Whatever.
It's setting it off, letting it off. You and your champ can't come up with a damn plan. Get up on the bandstand, you need to turn it down.
Time to Lepp at the brand with Dirty Dan on the jam.
He's my man, 30 grand when the slam, never turn it down. Yeah.
Now we think of ways to market us to the populace and haunted us and bumping them.
Yeah, no.
But do it in your own. Like if you want to go off like with a quick cadence, do it. If you want to just use obvious and then go off into your own thing, do it. An Oculus is a rounder eye like opening or design. You can.
Yeah. So. Oculus, a fucking eyeball.
Rock a watch properly. And I've been known to rock a watch hot and keep a proper Dutch. Pass it back like a hockey puck.
Yeah. Sock popping the mama, this rock popping
the monitors.
My hog knocking your mommy up. I like it.
Me too. Yo.
I like it. Probably get a speaker box and the love below. It's just speaker box and the love below. That's what it is.
Yes. Just speaker box.
Yeah. It's just speaker
Outcast, probably get the speaker box and the love below. Probably cracking my skull. Hardly make it to the party. I'm nauseous and nodding off, but still rapping with foe.
Let me go back and forth. I'm gonna say like lamb and tuna fish, but for you it's probably provolone and Captain and Cole. For you it's probably Cap and Cole.
That's what I eat.
For you it's probably provolone and Cap and Cole.
Make me a sandwich, bitch.
Pause for you average that can't fathom what this rapper do.
Actual, real shit factual. You get actual with real spit acted you. Or whatever. Yeah. One time for your mind. Episode 2. Seems to remember.
Dirty Dan on the motherfucking beat, y'all.
Let's get it. It's like this. Yeah.
If you in your camp can't come up with a damn plan, get up on that bandstand, you need to just turn it down. Time to up the brand, Dirty Dan on the jam, that's my man, 30 grand when it's slam, never turn it down. If you in your camp can't come up with a damn plan, get up on that bandstand, you need to just turn it down. Time to up the brand with Dirty Dan on the jam, that's my man, 30 grand when it's slam, never turn it down.
We marvelous, a year ago they was starving us, now we think of ways to market us to the populace, it's obvious.
We leave you rock like Molly dust, walk like a zombie, brain pop like a Rari clutch, stop it. Oh, the lion saying you can ride with us time after time.
Lepp showed you what the prophet does.
I'm sloppy drunk, shot a riot in my coffee mug.
I've been known to rock a hot watch and keep a proper Dutch. Pass it back like a hockey puck.
Yeah, I've been sipping, sniffling anything entering my Oculus, defying this monotonous hot pop the thermometers.
Hot rocking the monitors.
The hog knocking your mommy up.
But on the real, man, rock stages, not just on the mic, but also phases of your life. In the world, there's awful hatred, but despite all that, keep your heart courageous. Like
if you in your camp can't come up with a damn plan, get up on that bandstand, you need to just turn it down. Time to up the brand with Dirty Dan on the jam, that's my man, 30 grand when it's slam, never turn it down. If you in your camp can't come up with a damn plan, get up on that bandstand, you need to just turn it down. Time to up the brand with Dirty Dan on the jam, that's my man, 30 grand when it's slam, never turn it down. Beat the growth,
but keep it on the need to know basis. The flow dirty with dirty, man, we needed soap.
We go Red and Meth, Smith and West, Outcast, prior to speaker box and the love below.
I love to know you, but Dawn Born told me you come and go. Green for the money, you know the honey is for the gold.
Honey Jack, cognac to the captain and coke, back to the yak. Oh snap, froze, I'm having a stroke.
Probably cracking my skull. Hardly make it to the party, I'm nauseous, I'm nodding off, but I'm rapping with folk. And we go back and forth.
Like lamb and tuna fish, but to you it's probably provolone and capico. Shatter your clavicle, causing collateral pause. All of you average can't fathom what this rapper do.
Yeah, actual, real shit factual. You gon' fear this when you hear it played back at you.
Yeah, if you and your cam can't come up with the damn plan, get up on that bandstand, you need to just turn it down. Time and Lepp the brand with Dirty Dan on the jam. That's my man, 30 grand. When it's slam, never turn it down. If you and your cam can't come up with the damn plan, get up on that bandstand, you need to just turn it down. Time and Lepp the brand with Dirty Dan on the jam. That's my man, 30 grand. When it's slam, never turn it down.
Never turned it down. We never turned it down.
Yeah.
Dirty Dan on the jam, never turned it down.
Seems to remember.
Yeah, holymasterjays.com.
Yeah. Time and Lepp Show episode 2. One time for your mind. Shout out Dirty Dan on the beat.
Yo. Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 2 of the Time and Lepp Show. We wanted to thank our sponsor, first of all. Seems to remember.
Thank you.
You can get all the gear that you saw. The Slipwax hat. You can get Slipwax shirts on the website. All this stuff. You can get it at holymasterjays.com.
Do that.
Don't forget to tune in to the question of the week on our Facebook page and leave your thoughts in the comments.
What's the question of the week?
The question of the week this week was Ghostface Killer or Method Man, but you gotta explain why. You know, you can't just tell us.
Yeah.
That.
Gotta explain why.
Gotta explain why. But yeah, so make sure you tune into that, guys. And before we sign off, actually, Dirty Dan. Big shout out to the producer of the week.
Yes, Dirty Dan Lewis. He's my man, 30 grand. Here's his link: SoundCloud.com/Dirty Dan Lewis. You can also get him at Twitter at Dirty Dan Lewis. So
yeah.
That's my man.
And so thank you for tuning into episode 2. Before we sign out, we're gonna do this Rock Stages movement, guys, and just make sure you keep hashtagging Rock Stages.
Yes.
And man, Rock Stages are your life, and Rock Stages on the mic, man. I can't even stress it enough. I really can't.
Yeah.
It's not just about hip hop, man. It's about life, man. Just try to kill everything that you're doing, man, at all times. Give it your full effort.
Rock Stages.
You know, Rock Stages, guys. So take it easy, man. Thanks for tuning in, and see you later, motherfuckers.
Peace.
Take it easy.